Leanne, Bonjour Karen, Leanne, Karen. Okay, this week I was going to basically talk about nouns, and because last week uh, it was verbs, but let me show you this book where I'm getting my stuff from. I don't know if you guys could read it. It's Ojibwe lexicon. Language by Basil Johnston Nihtahwug. Now, these things here are out of print, actually. And he wrote this back in the 70s. And this is where I actually follow his writing and pronunciation of words. So there's going to be some words that are going to be coming up that I consider the old Ojibwe, the language that was used during his time as a kid when he was young. And so yeah, from Cape Croker area around that area, Georgian Bay area, Lions Head area. So I would use his words, and also his spelling is a little different than mine. And so I have taken that spelling and put it on my own way of saying things. Okay, so let's start with the nouns. I hope everybody is feeling good. And what I would say was that these nouns are pretty straightforward, and that so because they're mostly just a list of vocabulary, but we will do it parts of the body. Okay, and it's let me see if Yaw is body. Yaw. It's Y-A-W. Yeah. And it's a word that we don't really usually use, and I'm not really familiar with that with that word for body. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Neeyaw, which is my body. So it's what we're working on is just possessive nouns about parts of the body. Okay, so remember that knee is mine. Okay, yeah, my body. And then when we say Kihtahwug, that is your body. Okay, Kihtahwug, your body. And that those pronouns is from Neen, Keen, and Ween, him or her. So that's where these pronouns are from. Neeyaw, Kihtahwug, and then Weeyaw is or her body. So Weeyaw, his or her body. Neeyaw, Kihtahwug, and Weeyaw. So that's part of the whole body. Then we're going to go by parts. Okay. The first one is Nihbeewih. Nihbeewih. The way it's spelled is Nihbeewih. That last syllable, the w. Okay, it's kind of had a hard time trying to find the right spelling for it. So, but just the way it sounds, Nihbeewih. So that means my hair. Okay. And then the one is Kihbeewih is your hair. Yeah. Kihbeewih. Kihbeewih. The BY is the same, and the K is you, your hair. Kihbeewih. So it's Nihbeewih, Kihbeewih. And then for his or her hair, it changes to Obeewih. Okay. So it's Nihbeewih, Kihbeewih, and Obeewih. Obeewih. And that is the possessive for him or her, or his or her, or him or her hair. Obeewih. Okay. Nihbeewih, Kihbeewih, Obeewih. Okay. Next one is Nihtigwahn. And Nihtigwahn, Nihtigwahn, yeah, that's how it's spelled. Nihtigwahn is the whole head. Okay, Nihtigwahn, my head. Nihtigwahn, almost like mitig, which is a tree or something. Nihtigwahn. Okay, Karen, it says, why does it change from we to oh? Yeah. Because it's doesn't it never really sounds correct when you change it to we. Let's say we be we be we. It doesn't make sense at all in Ojibwe, but because you're talking about somebody else, okay, instead of that we, it's like Weeyaw. When we say Weeyaw, okay, it's about them, okay. So when I'm talking to you about them, okay, the speaker is talking to somebody about them, and then you'd say Weeyaw, okay, and then because you're only talking to one person with that hair, with that hairdo, because you're talking about to somebody else about somebody else, you'd say, "Oh, be white." Okay, I hope that makes sense. Yeah, because of the singular of somebody else. Yeah. So it's Obeewih. Okay, where was I? Oh, Nihtigwahn. And it's the same thing, Nihtigwahn, my hair, and then it's Kihtigwahn, your hair. See? Kihtigwahn, your head, sorry, not hair, your head. Kihtigwahn, 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 Kihtigwahn. And so that would be, and then the same thing would be Otigwahn, his or her head. Otigwahn, yeah. So it's Nihtigwahn, Kihtigwahn, and Otigwahn, his or her head. So that's the possessive form for that. And then next one is Josh. Okay, that's the nose, Josh. Okay, so it's Nihbeewih, Nihtigwahn, Josh. Okay. Josh would be yeah, Josh would be the nose, Josh. And then next one would be Josh would be his or her no, your nose. Yeah. Josh, that K is about you, okay, or her. Okay, where are we now? Okay, Josh, your nose. Yeah. Josh, your nose. And the next one is Let me see. Ojauns. Ojauns. His or her nose. Ojauns. His or her nose. So Nihjauns, Nihjauns, Kihjauns, and Ojauns for the nose part. Okay, next one. Is nose is the eye. Nishkeenzihg. The single would be Shkeenzihg, and then you'd say Nishkeenzihg for possessive. Nishkeenzihg. I, my I, Nishkeenzihg. And then Kishkeenzihg, that'd be your eye, Kishkeenzihg. And when I say that your eye, Kishkeenzihg, remember that the speaker is talking about your eye, okay? Kishkeenzihg. Okay, Miska, Kishkeenzihg, Miska means your eyes are red for whatever reason. And then Oshkeenzihg is his or her eye. Oshkeenzihg. So with this one here, that it's the same thing. Like you're talking to somebody else about somebody else's eye. Okay, Oshkeenzihg. Okay, that sound is or her eye. Oshkeenzihg. Okay, next one is Nihtahwug. Okay. Nihtahwug, my ear. Okay. Tahwug would be the root form. So all of like Skeenzihg and Tahwug would be the root form of these things. So you're just adding the prefixes to show ownership. So Nihtahwug, my ear. And the next one is Kihtahwug. Kihtahwug, your ear. Kihtahwug. Kihtahwug. And the next one, of course, would be Otahwug. Okay. Otahwug. Otahwug. His or her ear. Otahwug. Okay, and then Kihtahwug, Nihtahwug. Okay, next one. Nihtoon. Yeah, Nihtoon. Nihtoon is the mouth. Nihtoon. My mouth. And of course, tone is the root word. So it's Nihtoon, Nihtoon, my mouth. Nihtoon. And the next one would be Kihtoon. Kihtoon, your mouth. Okay, Kihtoon. Remember, there's going to be a test after this. Kihtoon, your mouth. Kihtoon, your mouth. And then Otoon would be his or her mouth. Otoon. Yeah, Otoon, his or her mouth. Otoon. So it's Nihtoon, Kihtoon, Otoon. So that would be the mouth. Next one is Nihtahmmihkahn. Nihtahmmihkahn. Okay, Nihtahmmihkahn, which is the chin. Nihtahmmihkahn. And that would also include the jaw. Nihtahmmihkahn. Okay, then Kihtahmmihkahn. So Tahmmihkahn is the root word for that. And then it's Kihtahmmihkahn, your chin. Kihtahmmihkahn. Yeah, your chin. Kihtahmmihkahn. Yeah, Kihtahmmihkahn, your chin. Nihtahmmihkahn. Kihtahmmihkahn. Next one is Odahmmihkahn. Odahmmihkahn. Odahmmihkahn, his or her chin. Odahmmihkahn. Nihtahwug, Kihtahwug, Otahwug. Okay, next one. The chin, Gohyao. That'll be the neck. Nihgohyao, Gohyao. So it's Nihgohyao. Nihgohyao, my neck. Nihgohyao. And the next one is Kihgohyao. Kihgohyao. Just the way it sounds, okay? Kihgohyao. Kihgohyao, your neck. And then the next one would be Ogohyao. Ogohyao. Ogohyao, his or her neck. Ogohyao. So it's Nihgohyao, Kihgohyao, Ogohyao. Next one is Nick. Nick is the arm, Nick. And then my arm is Nick. Nick. That's short and sweet. Nick. Nick. My arm, Nick. Next one is Kinnick. Kinnick. Your arm. Kinnick. Ninnick and then Kinnick. Yeah, so Ninnick and then Kinnick, your arm. And then the next one is Nick. Nick is her arm. When we were growing up, when we would have a duck or something, a favorite part would be the neck. I don't know why kids love the neck of a duck. It's Neeyaw, yeah, Ogoewih, the neck. Okay, so my arm is Ninnick, your arm is Kinnick, and Nick is his or her arm. Ninnick, Kinnick, and Nick. Yeah, so they're kind of easy to say. So the arm, and then the next one is the finger. Okay. Ninj. Of course, when I was teaching the kids, my students, this elementary, they'd say ninja, ninja. Ninj, my finger, ninj. That J sound is the K sound, okay, not the K sound, J, ninj, yeah, ninj. And then, of course, it's kinninj, your finger, kinninj, yeah. Kinninj, ninninj, kinninj, then ninj. Let me see there. Ninj. Okay. Yeah, ninj, his or her finger. Ninj. So it's ninninj, kinninj, and then ninj, his or her finger. Next one is cod, nickad, which cat, yeah. Nickad is my leg, yeah, my leg. Nickad, and then his or her leg is kickad, your leg, sorry, yeah, Kihkat, your leg, Kihkat. So that would be Nikat and Kihkat, my leg, your leg. And then next one is Ohkat. Yeah, his or her leg. Ohkat. So it's Nikat, Kihkat, Ohkat. You could make a song with that. Okay, next one. Oh, zit. Zit is nizit. Zit is foot. Okay. Nizit. Yeah. I don't know where Ojibwe's got these things. Nizit. Zit. That would be my foot. Nizit, nizit, nizit. And then kizit is your foot. Kizit, kizit, kizit. Nizit, and then kizit, your foot. And then last one would be for ozit, his or her foot. His or her foot, ozit. And so just an introduction to some of the body parts. And then the last one is a verb plus a noun. Okay. And it's Ochim Jeet. Okay. Ochim Jeet. That's how you, Ochim Jeet. And I'm not sure if oh yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if she was going to put it on. So that means yeah, kiss my ass. So Ochinji. So I hope you use these words appropriately. Don't say this to your boss. And that just an introduction to the verbs, the action and action words. So okay, I'm going to test you guys just a little bit. So let's see if you guys get. Let's see if you get these right. Okay, here we go. Without looking at the list, which one was Nihtigwahn? I don't know if you guys would. Nihtigwahn would be 1, 2, 3. See if you get this right. My head. Okay. How about Nihjauns? Which one is Nihjauns? I'll give you 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Nihjauns. The nose. How about Ninik? Which one was Ninik? My arm. How about Kishkeenzihg? Yeah. How about Kishkeenzihg? What would that be? Kishkeenzihg. Yeah. Kishkeenzihg, your eye. Yeah, your eye. Kishkeenzihg. Next one, which one is Ogohyao? Which one would that be? Ogohyao. Let's see if you get this right. Her neck. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you guys are doing pretty good here. How about Nizit? Which one is that? Nizit. Yeah, my foot. Okay. That's actually that's pretty good. Let's go and do some verbs now. Verbs are actions or action words or the state of being, okay? And in Ojibwe, most of you guys would know this, that 80% of our language, Ojibwe, is mostly verbs. It's mostly verbs, and then it's usually these verbs can be changed into nouns, just like that. Okay, like Neba, he or she is sleeping, and then you say Nihbeewih. That means you make it into a noun. We're just adding the suffix win at the end of most of the verbs. So it's and that's why most in Ojibwe, we are people of action. And so that's why there is a lot of verbs. I got these, I'll tell you the words that are from Basil Johnston Ibn's dictionary, his words. And these are words that were, when I first saw them, oh yeah, that's how you say it. Because first of all, these words, and nobody's really using them anymore in Ojibwe conversations. And that's, and also even in schools or elementary to high school, college, universities. So, and maybe they would be used in immersion classes. But then you are, with immersion classes, you're talking about, you've already had some language behind you. And so some of the older, I won't say older, but fluent speakers would use some of these words. And especially if you're outside, like with an immersion class, it would be perfect if it was outside. And this is one of the things that I would like to see happen is in your schools, if you're involved with schools, or if you know people that are involved in schools, teaching the languages, it has to be done outside and also in a family setting. I think that would be a perfect immersion school. I would have it outside somewhere 10 months of the year, or even 12 months would be better. So that it would be, and everything is done in the language. So the first one, Kihkayndahsohwin. See the word Kihkayndahsohwin? The word Kihkayndahsohwin for verbs. Kihkayndahsohwin is he or she is doing something. Okay, so that's where the verbs come from. Kihkayndahsohwin, he or she is doing something, and then winan is the plural form, acts or the state of being. And then we will talk about, let me see. The first one is kind of long, and I'll explain how what it means, the meaning behind this word, but Nihgeumiigsig, Nihgeumiigsig, Nib. Okay. There's a whole paragraph. The way you pronounce it would be Nihgeumiigsig, 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 Nib. That's water. Nihgeumiigsig, Nihbe, the motion of water. Now, Kihnahmmihkahn, I haven't heard this word in a long time. And growing up way up in the bush, this word would describe the motion of water or the state of water, like Nahtun, or a Nahtun would be, it's nice and calm. And then Mamangashka would be the motion of water waves coming in. So in Ojibwe, Mamangashka is the motion of the water when it's windy. So Kihnahmmihkahn, and also Kihjauns would be Kihnahmmihkahn, the river at one point in the rapids or in the falls is really fast. Okay, so it describes the state of being, I guess, of the water. Nihbeewih, Kihnahmmihkahn. Yeah. That is one of the older words in Ojibwe that a lot of people don't use anymore. So I hope you guys start using it. Okay, so that's interesting. The next one is also a description of water. Okay, the state of being of water, and it's almost like saying a whole paragraph, actually. I hope that Jamie Lee can got this thing. Okay. This is the word for coffee. Okay, in Ojibwe. I'll go slowly. I'll go syllable by syllable, and then after that we'll say the whole thing. Okay, then I'll say what it means. But first, let me give you the pronunciation. Kihkayndahsohwin, Kihbozagaming, Isihjihgaywin, Isihjihgaywin. That's coffee. That's how you would describe coffee, because in Ojibwe that would be the description of coffee that Anishinnaabaymohwin a long time ago had seen it. Okay, so the first part, Kihkayndahsohwin. Kihkayndahsohwin is that water where you describe it as black. Okay, it's the color. See, Kihkayndahsohwin. Kihkayndahsohwin is black. Okay, wagaming is describing the state of the water. Kihkayndahsohwin. That means it's black. The next part, Kihbozagaming. And when you first pour coffee out of your pot, Kihbozagaming, there's a film of grease or something at the top of it. So that means that it's kind of it looks like there's grease there or something. Okay, Kihbozagaming. So that Kihboza is the state of being greasy. Gaming is the state of the water. That part of the syllable. So It's ka makatewa gaming, ka buza gaming. Eji wa ba gamiseg. Is that the other part? Eji wa ba gamiseg. Eji wa ba gamiseg. Now, waba is white. That's the color of something that is white. So when you put milk in there, that is AGY Bagam Sig. The coffee turns turns white when you put milk in there or cream. So it's AGY Bagam Sig. So it turns the water turns white. AGY Bagam Sig. And then the next part is the verb part. Eachigahtig. 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 So the eachigahtig is a verb when a person is putting something into something. So that eachigahtig is the verb or the action of durushabu. Okay, eachigahtig. Durushabu, because you have to put something when you use chigatig durushabu. So that means chigatig is when you put milk. Durushabu. Yeah. So durush is the breast, and then shabu is the liquid, the breast milk. So that's where that milk comes from, durushabu. And that's how you would pronounce the coffee. So something that is black, something that is looks greasy, and it turns white when you put milk in. So that's one verb word anyway for coffee. I hope you guys work on that with going by syllable by syllable.
Eli, okay. Can you say it all
all at once?
Yeah, all at once.
Okay. Kamakatewagaming ka bozagaming eji. Let me see. Oh. Kamakatewagaming ka bozagaming ka just wait. Kamakatewagaming ka bozagaming ejiwa bagamiseg chigatig durushabu. I hope that's even I can get mixed up. Because when you're saying it, reading Ojibwe is a little different than saying it, let's say, orally. Okay. Kamakatewagamig, ka bozagamig, ka wabagamiseg, chigatig durushabu. So that would be coffee. Double, double. Double. That's funny. Yeah, you have to say that twice. Or you would say Nihjaw. Niche is twice. Okay, Nihjaw, that'd be twice. You say Nihjaw. I'll write it down here for you guys. Nihjaw, double, double. Okay, Nihjaw. Oops. Nihjaw. There we go. Yeah, Nihjaw. Yeah, double. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. Okay, Next one. Oh, better get to the next one here. This one here is also one of the older words that a lot of people don't use anymore. And you don't hear it anymore in Ojibwe conversations, I guess. Mostly because we're not back on the land, and we don't usually do the kind of stuff that we used to do on the land. You know, the hunting, the fishing, gathering, things that we used to do. Now, this one here is Kihya. Kihjauns. Kihjauns. Okay. During when I'm teaching, when I used to teach these long words in Ojibwe at the university mostly, I would go backwards. Okay, with these longer words. Okay, the first one is guk, G-A-H-K, guk, and then me guk, and then ke me guk. Kimiguk, Kimiguk. Okay, and then the next one will be Yakimiguk. Yakimiguk. And then Yakimiguk. And then the last part would be Aquayakimiguk. Aquayakimiguk. And this one here is a description of space. And as far as it extends, and usually a long time ago when we would be out on the land anyway, and you want to say, you know, as far as the eye can see, there was a lot of geese that flew. You'd say Weeyaw Nikagi Pimisewug. That means as far as the eye can see the space. It says that's how much the geese, there was that much geese flying around. And I know that a lot of us don't go geese hunting anymore. So that one, this one is one of the older words, Aquayakimiguk, space. It's describing land, the for that is in front of you, and what's happening in front of you. And Anishinnaabaymohwin would say that when you are describing something that you saw. Yeah, well, that's Aquayakimiguk, space. Yeah, that's one of the harder words. Okay, next one. Isihjihgaywin. Okay, Isihjihgaywin. Isihjihgaywin. That in Ojibwe is a form or shape of something or someone. Okay, a state of being in the form of something. Okay, Isihjihgaywin. 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 That yak at the end, and then chiyak, chiyak. Then zchiyak, zchiyak. Isihjihgaywin. Isihjihgaywin. Yeah, so that is Weeyaw would be a shape like round Weeyaw. Yeah. Kihkayndahsohwin is a shape of a pike, actually. Kihkayndahsohwin. And Kihkayndahsohwin is how long the pike is, like it's a long fish. So that's why we call it Kihkayndahsohwin. The shape of it is long. Isihjihgaywin. So that would be the form or shape, state of something in the verb Isihjihgaywin. Isihjihgaywin. Okay, next one. This one here, Isihjihgaywin, the flow of water, the mode of the flow. Now, Isihjihgaywin. And this one here is Isihjihgaywin. How you describe how the water is moving. And this one here, a long time ago anyway, with, my dad, my uncles, and my relations at that, at that time period, they would be living off the land and describing the flow of the water at different times of the year. And they would describe like Isihjihgaywin. How would you say? Mushkam would be one of them. Mushkam. With that word, it means the water is really high, like the river itself is really high. And when you are in Ojibwe anyway, when you're describing these, it's like you are describing a being, something that is alive. So that is, and that's part of the Ojibwe culture, is when you're describing the land, the water, it's like a human being. And, they have, you describe them, how they move, just like how we describe people, how they move. Sometimes that's supposed to. So, Isihjihgaywin. See that word, Isihjihgaywin. Right away, you would know that you're talking about water when you use that word, Isihjihgaywin. And another example would be Isihjihgaywin Bagua. That's one word that describes water. Bagua is really shallow, and that is very concerning, especially if you have a canoe, a wooden canoe, canvas canoe, and you are traveling with that, especially a long time ago. So the flow of water, when the water is flowing really fast and it's dangerous, when it's mushkam, when it's flooding, especially in the springtime. So that would be Isihjihgaywin. And let me see. Yeah, Walpole Island is Bakwechuanang. They call it Bakwechuanang. And Bakwechuanang is when the water divides, because there's an island there, and the island divides the flow of the water. Bakwe, and that's where bakwe comes from. That means it divides. It goes different directions. It divides. Bakwechuanang. So that would be Walpole. Okay, Isihjihgaywin, flow of water. Next one is this one here. Neeyaw, that's a prayer, worship, religion. And that is the state of being of people. Why that is the verb Anishshnnaabaymohwin. It comes from the word Isihjihgaywin, like Isihjihg, he or she is praying. Isihjihg. So, and so that word we would use if somebody has to do a ceremony, or it could be Nihbeewih. So us Ojibwes, when we say our prayers, we do our ceremonies, we do our songs, we do our drumming. Okay, that would be part of Nihbeewih, part of the prayers, and yeah, anything that has something to do with ceremonial stuff. And sometimes when I'm really sick, I call out the spirits to help me get well and stuff like that. And I promise them that I'm going to be, really good, all that kind of stuff as soon as I get well and stuff like that. And then, so I do that in Ojibwe. And then I also pray, the Anglican prayers, just to make sure, as backup. So that is Nihbeewih. Okay, and it has something to do with saying prayers. Okay, next one. This one here is Anishinnaabaymohwin. 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 Another word that Basil Johnston Nihttigwahn was uses in his book, his dictionary, and it's really interesting because there really isn't a lot of people don't usually are starting to forget mat making, how they used to make mats a long time ago. And that, they were waterproof, and it was actually an art form, and a lot of people knew how to do that. Anishinnaabaymohwin. Now, this word here, Anishinnaabaymohwin, would be making mats. And it would be doing the weaving and with these mats, strips of mats. Now, Anishinnaabaymohwin. Anishinnaabaymohwin. Anishinnaabaymohwin, just to remind you of how they would make mats. Let me see, elm. If you chop down an elm and then take the bark off, and then you would take that log and you would beat the heck out of that log, especially in the springtime, and the springtime, because the logs are full of sap, and in the springtime, and so that's where you would beat the logs, and then maybe about they'd be like 4 feet, 6 feet, 8 feet long, and you beat the logs, and then the strips of the strips of the tree would come out, and that's where you would get the mats from. And then you'd weave them together. And that's was also used for, let me see, roots of plants, like, spruce roots and stuff like that. So there's always different types of materials that we used a long time ago. A long time ago was way sketch. I think I said that a couple of times. So that would be the verbs of that was used, and a lot of people are not using them anymore because we don't have that many elders left that would know these these words. And but luckily, I think I was just thinking about, we have all these dictionaries from way back when. Bagheera, I think, was one of them, and that we would have had a lot of words like that that can be used again in school settings, and also in these immersion camps. That I think we need to have all these immersion camps pop up all over the place for to get the speakers up. Okay, miigwech, Isihjihgaywin, say thank you for everybody coming this evening. Nihtoon. I really like doing this, and Isihjihgaywin, and I'm glad that you guys come and listen to me for an hour anyway. Miigwech. Is anybody want to chat or say something or say goodbye? Miigwech, that's what we say. Leanne, miigwech.
Miigwech, Bamapi.
Miigwech. Okay, Carrot, miigwech, miigwech, Rachel.